CEO and founder na si Mr. Dave Almarines para kwentuhan kayo kung paano nabuo at saan papunta ang pick-up.
At maraming po salamat sa inyong time na ibinigay sa amin. Ride-hailing technology company called Pick-up. And siguro bago tayo magpatuloy, pagsalamat din kami organized to our domain. And alam nyo, napakaganda ng preparasyon. Marami kayong pwedeng mga kaabang-abang na mga surprises. Mamaya lamang, we have our guest celebrity. We thank Paula Abilino that will be gracing our official opening today, and Miss Aramina, Miss Christine Reyes, at marami pang star celebrities na mamaya ay darating. So, paano ko ba simula? Kwentuhan ko na kayo?
Yes.
So I started 1 year ago. Ang pick-up ay nagsimula when I received a call from ngayon ay co-founder ko na, his name is Jason Chuay, also a fellow Filipino. And sabi niya, Dave, pwede ba tayong mag-build ng technology ride-hailing app na para naman mabigyan natin ng magandang services at better choices ang ating mga kapwa Pilipino. And sabi natin, how serious we are with that. That was 1 year ago. And fast forward, today, that we are fully ready, that ngayon po ay umpisahan na natin na may open ang ating pick-up. Bakit pick-up? So, sa Tagalog, hatid, sundo, sundo at hatid. Sa English is pick-up, pero gusto namin magkaroon ng magandang experience. Everything is about the experience. And pick-up, para kang sumilip, smooth, so meaning smooth ride. So that will be starting with our cars. We have 4-seaters, we have about 6-seater passengers. So dahil sa tingin natin, mayroon pang kulang na kailangan, especially during the times na mga rush hours. And at the same time, alam nyo, importante dito yung affordability and safety is our primary concern, yung safety ng ating mga passengers. No? And it is actually crucial for us to actually develop this technology na mabigyan ng prioritization ng ating mga senior citizens, ang ating PWD, ang ating students, at marami pang iba na mabigyan sila ng priority rin. At makakakuha sila, makabil sila ng maraming discounts. And ating mga users, ang ating would-be passengers, na sana matry nila, they can download it starting today, ang ating app, na talagang may pagmamalaki nating 100% Filipino. So, for the first time, in my opinion, sa tingin ko, we're the first 100% Filipino-owned ride-hailing app technology company dito sa Pilipinas. And meron rin tayong potential na mag-grow, hindi lang sa Pilipinas at sa buong bansa. Eventually, will be nationwide. And meron rin potential para tayo ay mag-expand. If we're confident that we will succeed sa tulong ninyo, na mag-expand rin tayo sa iba-ibang bansa. Ang isang Filipino technology company will actually be in other countries. Sipin nyo, magra-ride-hailing app kayo. Magbubuking kayo ng rides ninyo, ng cars or vehicles ninyo sa iba-ibang bansa. Di ba napakasarap ng feeling nyo, sariling atin, na binubok ninyo yun. And, from the Philippines, designed and built by Filipinos. So, with that, siguro, we'll entertain several questions from the media. Okay, andito po.
Congratulations on, of course, your new ride-hailing app. My question is regarding screening
Nagabot na lang. In fact, we very tedious ang process natin when we do our KYC or Know Your Customer. So customers being our driver partners and our user passengers at the same time. So, madami po sila sa verification in person at yung background check nila. So, bine-verify po natin yan. To make sure that when yung ating partner drivers ay went through all those background checking and verifications required, not only by the regulatory, but also we went even beyond that for our own due diligence para maging safe at palagay na loob ang ating mga passengers, ang ating users. Yun po yung una natin pagmamalaki. They would undergone also what we call DOP, or actually this Drivers Partnership Onboarding Program. So meron pong orientation and training po yun na kinakanda, which means our onboarding bago sila ma-activate if they fully comply with our requirements. That is even over and beyond the regulatory requirements. Kasama ni MBI, they have good record at the same time yung training natin sa 5-star service na pinagmamalaki natin, because bottom line dito, ang bottom line natin ay everything is about the service, the experience of our passengers, it's the customer experience. And we believe that if our users, our passengers have a great experience with PickUp, they'll be able to actually share this experience to their friends and family, sa mga kaibigan nila. So kayo na mismo yung magkukwento about your great experience or 5-star experience nyo sa iyong ride. So everything is about the experience. Ma'am.
My second question, my last question, aside from Metro Manila, where will PickUp
So right now we'll be opening the entire Metro Manila and nearby provinces, including Laguna. So let me talk about that one by one. Let's see, sa Laguna, as far as Santa Rosa, Biñan, San Pedro, and Santa Rosa. If we're talking about Cavite, Kawit, Bacoor, and meron pa ba tayo nakalimutan doon? And eventually, Dasmariñas, Cavite. Pagdating naman sa Bulacan, hanggang Bukawi, Bulacan tayo.
That's the
Yes, including Santa Maria, Bulacan. Pagdating naman sa Rizal, San Mateo, Taytay, siguro po in the next few months, pupunta tayo ng Montalban. Antipolo, obviously, nandun po tayo, and nearby surroundings ng Greater Manila. But we will assure you na after this launch, every single time in the next succeeding months, until matapos ng taon na to, will be nationwide, especially in most TCTs and provinces na kailangan si PickUp ang ating ride hailing. And this is good for our public, for the public, kasi meron na silang better choices. May mapapapilian na, may choice na, may PickUp na. So meron silang ibang alternative to actually take the ride hailing. Besides, it's a wallet-friendly ride plus 5-star service na talagang ipinupush ng PickUp.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Mr. James Arnett.
Good afternoon. Good morning, Sir James from Mrs. Mirror. Sir, ask ko lang kung statistics lang po, how many members na right now sa mga PickUp?
So, we're talking about the driver partners.
Yes.
So right now, currently we have today almost 1,000 as of today. Available driver partners today. Later on, nandito sila nearby. And we have additional 6,000 more that we are processing, that are complying with the regulatory and our due diligence. No? So in the next weeks, until 1 month, siguro we'll try to finish until May, yung the rest of the 6,000 para madagdagan yung ating fees. Therefore, as time goes by, magiging mas maraming availability of the booking habang matagal at dumadami ang availability ng pick-up para sa ating mga passenger users.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Edward. From
Good morning, Armin and the Inquirer. May I know, has the government given any limitations on how many drivers you can accept and how many cars you can have in your fleet?
Yeah, that's a good question. So right now we're waiting for, as you know, there is actually was an announcement and a little bit postponement of the additional 10,000 slots. So yung karagdagan natin na mga 6,000 pending, yun yung inaantay natin the moment that LTFRB opens. And we're still actually onboarding some more para may pasa, i-apply yun sa LTFRB sa regulatory. But ito pong mga current natin ito po ay meron ng mga existing, either provisional authority or CPC. So sila po ay compliant na po. Pero yung po pending na more than 6,000 na pinaprocess po natin, yun po yung inaantay natin the moment that LTFRB actually opens the slots para dumami po tayo. So we are actually waiting for the LTFRB to it. Sooner or later, we believe that they will.
For my last question, do you also offer promotions, vouchers, and points earning systems in Ika?
That's very good. In fact, marami po kami iraran ng promotions. Let's talk about even sa drivers muna, no? But then we'll go to our passengers. Sa drivers po, we give signing bonuses from the day one na mag-onboard sila and mag-activate sila. Therefore, we get 0 commissions out of that. And in as much as we give as many incentives as they can, because ang success nila is our success. Gusto namin sila muna yung maging successful at kumita. And if that happens, then, you know, it will actually, eventually will be successful because we have to take care of our drivers so they can take care of our passengers. So the condition is simple. We will take care of them because they're the face of our company. But they have to also take care of our passengers because bilang ako, pasahero ko user ako ng app. So therefore, gusto ko magandang experience. So pero nagsisimula yan from us internally hanggang doon sa may experience ng ating mga passengers. And going to your next question about vouchers, discounts, we will actually run many rewards, discounts, vouchers, abangan po nyo, including referral programs in the next succeeding days, in the next succeeding weeks, you know, para dumami pa ang ating user passengers. And siguro gusto kong dagdagan yung information, our goal is to have at least 1 million users nationwide in the next 10 to 20 months. That's our target. Hindi siya, achievable siya in 20 months. No? And our target for our driver partners would be at least 27,000 within 20 months and double that after. Para may sustainability tayo doon sa mga targets nating numbers. Nationwide pa na. We're talking about Philippines alone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have another question from Mr. Canbe.
Good morning, sir, from DWIC Radio and Philippine New York. What are the great expectations that the riding public might be able to see differences from other?
Okay. Una-una sa lahat, our edge over the competition is very obvious. It's 100% Filipino. Therefore, you will bring the culture and the best of the culture of the Filipino. Number one, yung pagiging hospitable natin. And we are well known for that. We would like to give that na pag nasakyan ninyo, di ba? May experience ninyo, maganda ang feeling ninyo. Yun yung gusto natin, yun yung talagang dinadala ni Pickup, that hospitality, that 100% Filipino culture, that best culture, that we fully understand what Filipinos wanted, what kind or type of services that our fellow Filipinos wanted, and this is where will Pickup come in. Kung bakit nabuo ang Pickup, because kailangan ng Pilipino ng magandang services. Di ba pag nagbabayad ka kahit may premium, kailangan natutuwa ka kasi yung binabayaran mo sulit. So kailangan sulit yung pag-ride nila. And Pickup is all about sulit yung ride nila. It's all about their experience. And we believe if we focus on that experience and services for our users and our passengers, it is a game changer. Regardless of how good the technology or the app, it is all about the service, ultimately. And among others, when we're 100% Filipino, alam natin kung ano ang gusto ng Pilipino.
Okay, we have another question from Ms. Vina Vivar from Pangmasa and Filipino Star.
Good morning. Paano kung may sasakyan ako? How do I apply na bigyan?
Okay, kung dala niyo pa yung sasakyan niyo, pwede na po kayo mag-onboard. Good question po. May mga simple mga requirements po tayo na nire-require under the regulatory. Comply lang po natin yun. Ang goal po natin, hindi na po pabalik-balik ang driver partners natin. In as much as doon lang sila in a short period na one time lang nila gagawin, at pag may kulang, ipapasa na lang through online or through email or through our accounts manager. Hindi na po natin gustong pabalik-balikin sila. So dapat one time lang at pag may kulang na requirements, i-fulfill kagad. In fact, sa mga ikot natin sa buong mga MU partners with the LGUs, by the way, sa mga ikot natin sa iba-ibang lugar, like we came from Bacoor, Binyan, Santa Rosa, San Pedro, Quezon City, was very helpful. Sooner or later, dito tayo sa Mandaluyong. Dala-dala na rin po namin yung mga ibang mga agencies, including NBI, sometimes the City Hall actually provides there para magkaroon ng ID system. Para doon na lang po lahat, hindi lang po sila babalik. So yun po yung ginagawa namin at no cost, unless merong cost from the government agency kung ano lang yung nire-require nila. There's no any other added fees. No? So straightforward ang approach. Makakapagtanong po kayo sa ating mga driver partners pag nasakyan nyo kung paano yung experience nila. And ganoon din po yung gusto namin parating sa ating mga users, sa ating mga passengers, na may experience nila yung ganong klaseng services na meron sa pick-up. And naalala ko yung maintenance set, naisipan namin payungan sila, pagbukas ng pinto. And those are the extended services that we actually came up with. Kasi dati naman may gano'n. And there's good things about competition. Pag may competition, may mas magandang services pagalingan.
Halimbawa, may sasakyan ako, gusto ko i-apply sa pick-up na
Yes. Sa requirements po ng sasakyan, kung bago pa lang po kayo, you need at least 3 years yung inyong sasakyan. So, kahit kayo po, pwede kayo mag-inquire, nandyan po, pwede kayo assist, pwede na kayo mag-onboard. Nandito po sa likod natin, na yun po, kakaway sila yung ating onboarding team. At hindi na po kayo, paglabas nyo siya, pwede na kayo mag-fly.
Ilang cars ang limit? Ilang vehicles?
Almost ngayon na po. Currently, almost 1,000. Pero meron pa tayo na process na 6,000. Maximum po, sorry. Maximum, you can operate as much as 3 per operator. Good question. Sorry po. I hope I got your questions answered.
Okay, we have another question from Mr. Garrett De Leon of TV5.
Hey, sir. Clarification, sir. Regarding po dun sa pag-apply ng QMBS dito sa pick-up, di po ba kailangan ng PA from LTF or BP for mag-proceed? Kasi usually, yung sa Grab, masyado na silang marami. So, yung mga driver, they're looking for another apps ka kaya to pick-up na lumipat. So, allow ba sa inyo na lumipat na sila sa inyo?
So, unahin ko muna yung first question. First question regarding yung mga onboarded na natin sila yung may mga current provincial authority or CPC na. So yung less than 1,000. Yung almost 1,000 nating drivers currently today. And yung 6,000, yun yung nag-apply sa atin to get provincial authority from the LTFRB. So yung mga from the competition, we welcome them to actually maraming dollar existing from the competition na nag-move sa atin. No? And I hope masiyahan sila sa experience at maging good word of mouth na may kwento nila sa mga fellow driver passengers. On the second question, doon naman sa atin sa LTFRB, yes, we are waiting for the opening of 10,000 and sooner or later we need that. Hindi naman po magkakos ng traffic yun. Sa totoo lang po, there is a nuance na magkakos ng traffic pag marami. Hindi po. In fact, we did our hypothesis and study na makakakontribute tayo to decongest traffic by creating 27,000 drivers, driver partners. We'll be able to reduce the traffic. Kung yung mga existing na mga pwede natin i-repurpose na mga registered na mga vehicles na hindi naman ginagamit, yung mga professionals na nag-drive, pumapasok sila. And the reason, katulad ko, kung ako'y papasok, gusto ko yung convenience, hindi ko na ipapark, hindi ko na magbabayad ng parking, intindihin ko pa yun eh. So whereas kung mag-pick up ka, all you need is pick upin ka lang sa pick up location mo, and i-drop off ka sa location mo. That's how convenient it is. Without actually hassle-free, without anything, hindi mo na iniisip ang kahit ano pa eh. Diba? So yun, everything is about the convenience. So,
si Sir, sa mga common kasi, sa mga mahal na transport group, under fire po kasi yung 10,000 units na sinasabi nyo sa LTFRB, which is on hold po siya sa ngayon. Nasabi ng LTFRB ay magkakaroon sila ng 10,000 units, pero outside Metro Manila, including the motorcycle. So, paano po yung mga mag-a-apply sila ng automatic po ba makakuha sila ng hours? Operated na ba yung pwede na mag-operate or still wait for the 10,000?
So we have to wait for that yung mga nag-a-apply ng mga bago na hindi pa existing ENBS. But to clarify, the ENBS refers to the cars. No? So nothing to do with the motorcycles because there's no law yet under that. No? So it's not yet fully regulated. It's under pilot. So wala pa tayong motorcycles. So we're focused on the cars, and those 10,000 are just for the cars, not only for the provincial but also for Metro Manila. So these are actually for those areas.
Thank you. We have a next question from Ms. Maricris Valdez.
Hello, good afternoon po. Maricris from Mato. We're talking about hospitality ng mga pick-up drivers. Pero as a commuter, compared to, syempre, ang Grab, kilala na namin yan, nasa kasanayan na kumbaga. Bakit ko pipiliin si pick-up, aside from the hospitality, hindi ka pwede mas mababa yung fare mo? Kasi yung Grab, compared to taxi, almost half yung taas niya, which is understandable dahil mas malinis, mas convenient, susunduin ka pa, mas safe pa. So, ano yung pagkakaiba ng pick-up sa Grab para mas piliin ko siya?
So, nasagot nyo na rin po yung tanong ninyo. Minessage ko sa kanina na wallet-friendly po siya. Definitely, mas mababa ang ating pricing at ma-afford tayo ng mas marami versus the competition. Lalahatin mo po. Then, second, besides the pricing and hospitality, yung technology of eventually making the cars available, pag dumami tayo, magiging mas differentiator yun sa atin. No? So, kung ma-afford mo, magandang experience mo, plus meron kang enough supply during the time, especially during rush hours. At especially kung hindi ka lang nag-iisa, may kasama ka, or dalawa kayo, tatlo kayo. So, mas magiging affordable para sa inyong pagkakasama than that of siguro kung isa lang yung nasasakay. Halimbawa, bumagyo, may ulan, or sobrang init. So, maraming benefit. And sooner or later, pickup will actually be getting our target, get a good market share for that. So, betting on all these benefits, including the technology that we have built na pwede namin pagmalaki, that can be equally globally competitive around the world. At ginawa ng Pilipinas.
Sa mga driver naman po, kasi ang Grab, kumukuha sila ng 20% sa kada pasahero na kukuha ng club. So kayo naman po, ilang percentage?
Regulated po yan. It's standard under the regulatory. Pero, so pare-parehas na po. No? So, pero sinasabi ng regulatory na hinihikayat kami mag-create ng mga strategies and mga marketing ng mga bagay na pwede namin ibigay pa sa mga driver partners at sa mga user passengers natin. Bigyan ko lang ng example. Pag dito sa pick-up sa atin, meron 2,000 points or 2,000 bonus. Therefore, wala kami commission doon. We get 0 rates. So everything that they actually earn are theirs, 100%. So what could be better than 0 versus 20? So, meaning, wala ka siguro makikita ng isang company or technology company na pag-upo mo pa lang, pag-onboard mo pa lang, may bonus ka na sa pick-up lang. Diba?
Hindi po yung pang-tapon lang sasabi ng bonus.
Hindi po pwede sabihin kapon because that is actually supposed to be sa amin ibigay pa namin sa kanila. Because we want them to earn first. And many others other commissions na pwede namin maibigay sa kanila.
Okay, last question na lang po. Ano naman po yung binibigay na support sa inyo ni Alan?
Mamaya po, nandito siya. Thank you for that question. Very full support po ang aking bahay. And in fact, she'll be here later today para may pakita kanyang support sa pick-up. No? And besides, of course, Paolo and many others na punta dito mamaya. So, I think wala na, no doubt, lahat ng pwede nyo ibigay na support sa pick-up at sa akin, wala na akong masasabi pa kay Ana. Yes, isa siya sa face ng pick-up. Yes. Besides si
Paolo.
Our celebrity guest na si Paolo.
Okay, we have another question from Ms. Janice Medina of Bolivar.
Hi, Sir Dave. Good morning. I don't know if this was asked already. Kasi late ako. Hindi ako nakapag-pick up pa eh. Mahirap pag-drive at mag-travel. Anyway, yung question ko po, when it comes to security, alam naman natin na marami ng news about drug drivers na nasasakot sa drugs and to other issues. Gano'n po kahigpit ang pick-up para ma-secure na safe yung mga drivers? Safe yung mga pasahero from the drivers?
Okay. So, kung siguro one of these days, invite namin kayo sa isang DOP or Driver Orientation Onboarding Program. And makikita nyo doon how the process works. So, there's really a verification, kinilala namin sila, and making sure lahat ng documentations are verified as well. So, we really put a lot of time for our due diligence sa kanilang lahat. And not to mention, hindi lang naman drivers ang kailangan natin safety, no? Yung ating passengers. Kahit rin sila, you know, as you know, may mga pagkakataon na hold up yung ating
vice versa.
And vice versa. So we also see to it yung ating mga passengers ay nakikilala rin natin, no? Meaning from our standpoint, sa technology standpoint, we secure their data under the data privacy law, but we also make sure na protected yung drivers natin from criminal activity. So both on sides, kaya kung mapansin nyo kanina, ang unang statement ko is safety is our primary concern among others, and yung hospitality, yung experience. Kasi pag feeling mo safe ka at magandang experience mo, at ma-afford mo, mas marami makaka-afford dahil mas mura, then I think mahirap. Maganda yung competition na yun. Magandang tatanggiligin, really tatanggiligin.